A little girl is selling bread. At that moment, a man appears behind her and starts stealing her bread. He swaps the little girl's buns for rocks wrapped in a bag, without her noticing. He continues with this until he has finished taking all of her buns. When the little girl starts to suspect something and looks back, the man stops what he was doing and tries to pretend that he wasn't doing anything and then leaves. He then starts to eat her buns and says that they were delicious. Later, the little girl arrives at a store and she talks to a woman who is selling bread. The woman then said that that wasn't bread and says that those were stones. The little girl doesn't understand what was going on and says that she had made the bread herself that morning. The woman then said that the little girl was just trying to trick her and that she wasn't going to buy it. The little girl says she wasn't trying to deceive the woman, as she had actually baked the bread that morning. She said she needed the money to buy her mother's medicine. The woman then says that even though the little girl needed the money to buy the medicine, she couldn't afford that. She then tells the little girl to go to her house and make more bread, because when she comes back with the bread, she will buy them all. The little girl then says that she would then go home and do more, as she really needed the money to buy her mother's medicine. The woman then says she would help the little girl and goes to the market cashier. She then takes some bills, hands them to the little girl and says that she was supposed to use that money to buy more materials so that he could make the bread. Later, the little girl meets the man and she says those buns were hers. The man then says that that was not true, because nothing confirmed that those breads were hers. The little girl said that she knew those loaves were hers, as she had made them that morning. She then said she wanted her money. The man then tells the girl to go away and that she was just trying to fool people. He then said that he was going to open a bakery and that he was going to put her out of business. She then said that if the man had money to open a bakery, he should pay what he owes her. He then said that he would not give her any money as he had not bought anything from her. The little girl then arrives at her house and greets her mother. She then asks how her daughter was doing. She says that her sales had not been good, as the man ended up stealing the bread she had taken. The mother then says that she couldn't believe there were so many bad people in the world. The little girl then says that a woman helped her by giving him some money so he could buy more ingredients for the bread. The mother then tells her daughter not to worry, because God would help her with that situation and that everything would work out for her. She says she just wishes she could be in better health so she could help her daughter, but the daughter says she has no problem helping her mother. She then promises that she would get the money to buy medicine for her mother. The little girl then goes to the kitchen and starts preparing more bread. She then starts to put laxatives in the bread dough and says that she had put too much, but that the man would get what he deserved. She then continues to make the dough for the buns. Later, the little girl goes back to the park to sell the buns. At that moment, the man appears again and tells her that she couldn't sell her bread there. She then says that she needed to sell her bread to get money, but the man says that she was disturbing his business. She then says that the square was public, so she could sell it. The man then says she wouldn't sell and takes the bread from her. The man then sits down on a bench and starts eating the bread. He said the bread was very good, it just tasted different, but it was still very good. At this time, the man begins to experience a severe pain in his stomach. He starts to feel really bad and says that his belly was hurting a lot. He then wonders what he was going to do since there wasn't a bathroom there. The little girl then appears and asks if he needed help. The man then asks what the little girl had put in that bread. She then says she could help him, but that she wanted a large amount of money in return. The man then said that it was a robbery and tells the little girl to deliver the medicine to him. The little girl then said that if he didn't pay, he wouldn't get the medicine. She then said that if the man didn't want to get all dirty, he should buy the medicine right away. The man then tells the little girl to deliver the medicine to him soon. She then told the man that she would only deliver if he paid. The man then takes the money out of his pocket and hands it to the little girl. She then hands the medicine to the man and leaves. The man then says that she was a thief and that she was lucky that he didn't have time to think about it. Later, the little girl goes to her mother and says that she had managed to buy all her medicine and that there was money left over to make more bread. The mother then asks how her granddaughter managed to buy the medicine. The little girl says that she had managed to make the man pay for what he had done to her.